All right, guys, we're here today, Steel City Undercoating, Monroeville, Pennsylvania. Quick video on Recoats. Maybe you've been here before thinking about coming. You've got a call or a text from us about getting your vehicle recoated. I'm going to tell you why it's important. So, as you guys know, we specialize in the oil-based coatings. We have some of our own coatings. We have some commercial-based coatings that no one else has in the country. But more to that, you know, a lot of people say, oh, the oil undercoating works so great, but you got to get it done yearly. So we're going to talk about that. So number one thing to remember is it doesn't matter what type of undercoating it is, it should be touched up yearly if you live in the north. You can call all the competitors, the big chains that do undercoating, the smaller guys, anyone that does the traditional undercoating, they're going to tell you the same thing. It should be touched up yearly. Something funny about that is, so say you went with a hard undercoating, some people say petroleum based, anything that dries, you know the waxes, the hard coats, the Z-Bart stuff, anything like that. So if you go with a hard coat and it's not supposed to peel, crack, or chip, why do you have to go in for a touch-up? Little off subject, but kind of my point, because it cracks, peels, stuff like that, and that's why we don't do that type of undercoating. But my point about this video is, even if you do something like that, you're going to have to get a yearly touch-up. A lot of places will give you some, hate to say it like this, but they'll give you some BS warranty, and they make sure you come back every year. So it doesn't matter what it is. Any type of undercoating really should be done yearly. The weather around here, it's just so harsh that you do a hard coating, you're going to chip into it, you're going to have chemicals eat it, stuff like that. With the oil-based coatings, what happens is it's actually made to reapply every year. Number one, to get the chemicals back in that help protect the vehicle. Number two, you will get some wash-off areas. So that's an important, you get some wash-off areas. Now, getting some wash-off areas are much better than the product coming off, crack, peeling, drying, and trapping. Another thing is, we have our initial prices when you come here, but recoats, we do full recoats. Right now we call our annual recoat price. The clear is $150, the black is $175. So you take the clear, for example, you're paying about 12 bucks a month. It's very cheap to maintain. Now, most people think about that, and we could talk about the original price of undercoating too, if you want to factor that in. But most people, you get a truck like this, you're spending, so this is a 2020 Silverado, you're spending, what, $60,000, $70,000 on a half-ton truck now? So to pay an initial coat of undercoating, the first time, and then to pay $150 a year, it's really nothing. You get a set of tires nowadays, they last, you're lucky if you get 20,000 miles out of them. If that, you're paying $1,200 for tires. You could do an oil change, you buy the oil yourself. Sometimes you're $60, $70. You go to Jiffy Lube nowadays, you're paying over $100 for an oil change, which most people are doing 3-4 times a year. You talk about general maintenance, all way more expensive than you're going to ever pay on undercoating. So think about that. Another thing to think about is reason why you should keep it up. Two other big important things. You get into a nice truck like this and you let it go and you start getting some rust. We see this all the time, a truck like this that's older than this, say like a 2014, where it needs patches on the frame, it needs plates welded in, it needs thousands of dollars. Rocker panels, number one thing on the truck. Try to find a body shop that will even do the rocker panels. And when you do, you'll find a couple, they're going to charge you for a set of rockers and corners the right way. You're going to pay between $3,000 and $5,000 for rockers. And same bed size. You need a bedside for them to cut it out, weld it in, patch everything in, paint it. You're going to pay thousands of dollars. So a lot of these repairs, you could prevent them on a new truck, or you could really, avoid them or slow it down on a used truck that already has rust. So, doing this service will save you money. Another thing is on resale. You have a, say you have a vehicle and you have it treated here and you sell it 10 years later. Your vehicle is going to have a lot less rust than any other vehicle. And if you advertise it like that, trust me, you'll get your money back. People who know what they're looking for look for that, and they will pay you a lot more for a vehicle that's not rusted. So let's look at this truck. This guy, we had we sent him a reminder, recoat. He missed it last year, so he's on 2 years. We don't like to see that, but I just want to show you how well this product held up. It's not a reason to skip the annual recoat. And what we do now is we prorate them. So, you know, right now, like our clear coating is $150 a year. If you don't make it, you know, in the first 12 months, then we just prorate it each month to make it very fair. You know, product use, if you go longer than, you know, the recommended service, we're using more product, it's more work. We don't want to come in and not do a good job, so that's why there's a little more charge on it going forward is what we're doing for our policy. But you can see this truck, it's the GM truck. They come with the wax coating from the factory, which is usually really bad. And you can see, look how nice this frame is still, okay? This truck is it's actually 2019. We did it when it was new, and it's been, you know, over 2 years now. And I just want to show you here. So this is the factory, this is our coating on top of the factory wax coating. And this has not been recoated yet. We just pulled it in the garage. We're about to do a top coat on it to get some more product in. If I take off this, you can see still bare metal, just like they come from the factory. Bare metal under there, no rust. In fact, the only spots where this truck got a little surface rust is where the lift pads were at. The lift pads here, same as that side, and in the front. Okay, so he had some service done, and the lift pads, you know, gouged into the wax in the product. And you can see that's it. The rest of this truck is super nice still. Now you're saying, oh, super nice, it's been 2 years, it doesn't need recoated. It does need recoated. This is starting to dry out. It's losing product. If he would go another year or so, you're gonna start getting surface rust. So, you know, the best is to always keep up on it. That's why we have the affordable recoats. Let me show you on these panels. So this is what we like to see. See these inner rockers? It got a little light dust coating on, which we want. Now when we reapply this, we're not cleaning this off. The product's made to soak back in. Let me get my finger and wipe this product and dust off. Look at this. They're brand new panel under there. There's no type of rust. Wherever this product is, there's going to be no rust on there because this truck was done when it was new. Now if you have a used vehicle and you had rust to begin with, of course you're still going to have surface rust. The whole point is to slow it down, you know, about 70–80%. So, you know, this is still good, a good coating, but it's starting to dry out. It definitely needs reapplied. But even you can see this axle, you know, how good this product held up. You know, a lot of people complain about wash off with the oil-based coatings, and you can see there's still a ton of coating on this axle. There's barely any rust on it. You know, same thing, I'll just take you a quick walk under the truck. So what we do on the recoat is we do a bulk spray of everything again. And I said the lift pad there, otherwise super nice. So we're gonna do a bulk spray of everything again, and we rotate on the hard to get areas. So this year he comes back. Now he missed a year, so that's, you know, that's why we don't want people to miss a year. But we always do a bulk spray, and then the first year you come back, we're gonna redo the inner outer rockers. The next time we add on doing the bulk plus the doors and the tailgates, etc. We always add on one to hard to get area. So anyways, you can see bottom of the floorboards everywhere. It doesn't matter what we're talking about. You wipe off the coating. You know, everything is in good shape. Even if I come back to this rear axle, you can see, you know, how nice everything held up. And if you wipe off the coating, still original factory paint under it. So you see all the panels, everything. So that's why it's important to get a recoat. So if you haven't got a recoat and you're due for one, you should definitely consider it. You know, if you have any more questions, just, you know, call us or send us a message on here. But I just wanted to do a quick recoat video and show you why it's important, and also how well this product works. So if due for a recoat, you should schedule it. Like I said, we're going to use a prorated system for the recoats going in the future. But like I said, it's really important. There's no type of undercoating you could do one time and done. And the whole point of this product is a lot of people, you know, will say, oh, undercoat lasts forever, stuff like that. The whole point of this product is at some point in this truck's life, it's going to get some surface rust, probably on the suspension parts or high washes area. But the whole point of this process is if you have a new vehicle and you bring it down here and you get it treated yearly, that at 10 years, it's only going to look like maybe about 3 years old underneath. So the product's slowing down everything by about 70%. There is no product that completely stops rust. But, you know, of all the products out there, this is by far the best. You know, we've tested everything over years and years when we used to do a lot of welding on frames and like that. You have a used vehicle, same thing. It can't do anything about the rust you already have, but it's going to slow down future progression about 70%, which is very, very good. This truck, besides the lift pad areas here, which we're going to hit, it's still brand new. And this is almost, it's actually a 3-year-old truck now. So, all right, that's it. Just covering recoats real fast. Steel City Undercoating Monroeville.